All right, hey, I know this is a different video and a different angle than my normal videos, but I wanted to do something a little bit different today and show off my everyday carry, just some of the things that I bring around with me every single day. Especially as a reader, there is 2 items in here actually that are specific to my reading, and I bring those with me everywhere I go. So I wanted to go ahead and show off everything I bring around with me. I'm gonna start in my left pocket actually. Car keys and a house key. I'm not gonna show off too much of that just in case, but car keys, house key, key to my work. It's the first thing in my pocket. I also always will have my AirPods on me, just for listening to music or whatever. I used to use wired headphones all the time, and I would just use a dongle to go into my iPhone, but I actually had to get a new iPhone at one point because my old one broke. And on the new ones, they have USB-C, and the dongle I had was a Lightning to aux, so it doesn't work with this. So I just went with, I'm just using my AirPods, which are working fine. The next thing obviously is my phone, which I'm recording on. It is one of the newest phones. I can't remember, iPhone 16 or something. I don't really care about it, about technology like that anymore. If I had my choice, I would be using the light phone all the time, but it doesn't really work with a lot of like modern day things. Like I need certain apps and like authentications and things like that it just doesn't work with dumb phones yet, and maybe we're getting there, but I don't know. The next thing I carry around with me is a pen. You never know when you need a pen, and especially if you're like me and carry around notebooks. So I've showed these off before actually. These are the notebooks I always carry with me. I just have them binder clipped. I made these myself, and I continually just will make them if I run out of space. My red notebook is for like general notes and things I need to remember. It's like an external brain of sorts. My blue one, I'll be honest, has not gotten much use in the last little while. It is just a sketch. As you can see, the second half of it's not even filled out, but the first half does have some sketches and stuff in it. That's all it is just a little sketchbook to have on me at all times, just for if I'm bored, but haven't been too bored lately. I've been reading a lot. The last thing is actually my green one here, which is all of the notes that I take for my books and for the videos that I make. And so there's Wizard and Glass, the last one I just did, Tom Sawyer, Run Away With Me. Here's the everyday carry video I'm doing right now. These are just, this is always handy to have on me. I love having notebooks on me at all times just to have something to write on. I don't like pulling out my phone if I can help it, so having notebooks is nice. A lot of the times I'll just carry this one around. I won't even carry the sketchbook and the notebook and the book review notebook, because I don't need them as much, and I tend to need an external brain a lot. So this one for sure is always in my pocket. And I actually made a new one here because I was starting to run out of space on one of my notebooks, so I just got a new one made. It's ready to go for when I need to swap it out with one of the filled up ones. The next thing is my wallet, and I'm not going to show anything in here, but just know it is not very special. It's just a standard wallet with not very many cards and definitely no money. The next thing actually is always on my hip right here, and that is my knife. You can see that pulls out. I like this knife because it pulls out like that, and it's just immediately already ready to go. I don't know the name of this knife or this brand. I got it from my work, and I use it practically every day, surprisingly. It's amazing how much you need to rip into shit all the time. The last thing I keep on me at all times is my pocket e-reader. Now this is the Books Palma 2, and you can see I have a book I'm working on right now. This is actually the e-copy of Oblivion by David Foster Wallace. I'm reading that right now. This is an e-ink display. It's super nice, super easy on the eyes. You can change like the color brightness, or the color temperature, the brightness. You can change whatever. It is a full-on, it is a full-on like Android-like device, but it is specifically with an e-ink display. And so I have some of my books on there, and super nice to keep in the pocket at all times. I pull it out all the time, especially at work. If there's a slow moment, I just rip that out instead of my phone. And it's a lot less distracting. Has the ink display, so I'm not gonna be watching like YouTube on it. It's really nice. It's really helpful for somebody like me who sometimes can struggle with self-discipline when it comes to boredom. The last thing I almost always have on me is a hat of some sort. Lately I've been using my Atlanta Braves hat that my parents got me for Christmas. But I have a whole stack of hats that I like to swap through sometimes. I'm not wearing one today, which is actually very uncommon for me not to wear one on a work day. But we have some corporate people coming in and my boss didn't want us in hats for whatever reason. But regardless, that is what I carry in an average day. I don't know how interesting, entertaining, insightful this is at all, but it is a video that I wanted to make because I like watching what other people like to carry on them in their day-to-day lives. It's just super interesting. It's like, I think that a lot of people's everyday carry really shows a little look into their mind of how do you operate? How do you work? And so I just wanted to share mine, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions about any of the items I showed, the notebooks, the pocket e-reader, anything, go ahead and feel free to leave me a question. If not, though, I do appreciate y'all for watching, and thanks. All right, so I was just going back into editing this video, and I noticed I forgot to show my watch. So I'll show that really. This is just a generic Casio F91W. It is a very, very, very cheap watch, and I got it all scuffed up at one point, and then I decided to just take a knife. Let me see if I can. I decided to just take a knife and really make it my own. And I like it. I like the scuffed look. I put some Sharpie in there. There was more Sharpie all over this at one point, but it rubbed off. Anyways, now is the real end of the video. And I appreciate y'all for watching and sticking around, and thanks.